Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are going to be learning how to weave. Now I'm going to go ahead and let you know real quick, I ain't no professional weaver or anything. This is seriously the second piece that I've done and I'm really excited about it. I'm excited, I'm learning, I'm getting there, but I just kind of wanted to show you because in my last video I said y'all want me to do this and y'all all said I want you to do this, so I did it. I did a really small one for this video because I wasn't sure how long it was going to take me, and I was right, it took me a while. So this is the little guy. Obviously, it's pretty tiny, but I'm learning. And you can make one similar to this, just bigger or whatever. Real quick, I'm going to tell you what you need to get started. But before we get into it, I want to apologize for two things. First being my fish tank. You can hear it throughout the whole video. Actually, probably three things then. The camera was facing right at the table, so every time I moved it, it went clunk, 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 and it was really annoying and annoyed me, but it is what it is. And then then the last one would be my fingers. I chew them when all the time. So, and you can see them really closely. So, sorry about that. Moving along, this is what you're going to need. First thing, get you a loom. Now, you can make one. There's several different videos on how to make one out of like cardboard, out of pretty much anything. A canvas. I just went ahead and bought one. This is the one at Walmart for like $15 in the little kit. It comes with this. It comes with this little needle guy that you're going to need. And it also comes with this little comb guy that you're going to need. Now, with that being said, you can use any kind of comb that you got. You can use whatever you can find. It don't have to be this little comb here. But for this one, I mean, it's better to have a longer one, I feel like. But whatever you got, use it. Figure it out. You're going to need you some yarn. I started out with just this white fluffy old yarn here. You're gonna need some really fine yarn or thread. This is what you're gonna, I think it's called warp the loom. You're gonna with this. Obviously you're gonna need some bad boys. For a little bit of extra detail, I got some bulky yarn here, and that is what I used to create some nice pretty tassels. And then I also got this super duper fluffy wuffy white stuff, and I can't remember where I got it. I want to say maybe Walmart has it. Is it Walmart? I can't remember. Anyways, this stuff is awesome. I love it. I use it in a lot of my pieces. So anyways, that's all you're going to need to get started. A little bit of patience. You've got this. Here we go. Alright, so we have got our loom here, and I'm going to start, I'm counting in 7, and I'm just going to start on this one right here. And to do that, you are going to tie. So once we have tied right here, we are going to go to the top, about right here, and loom it. And just pull it over, come back down here, go up, whoop, go up. All right, and you're just gonna keep going. We looming in and out of those little areas. Okay, so once you make it all the way down, so here's the bottom, here's the top, and you get to this top right corner, you're gonna do the same thing we did below, and you're just gonna tie a knot right here. Oopsie, I hate when that happens. See, I told you I wasn't good at this. Okay, tie a knot there. You're good. So once you have finished doing that, it is time to start. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start by taking this little white yarn that I've got. Just going to unroll quite a bit of it there, and we're going to have to cut it. We're going to take one end right here, and we're just going to feed that sucker through here. I like to keep on pulling to where there's two strings going in together at the same time. It just helps it so it's not just like it's one super long rope. Pretty sure people usually do like a piece of cardboard or something. I'm actually just going to use this little thing that I ripped off from the cotton. I'm going to keep him right here at the bottom, and that way we can start weaving on top of it and kind of keeping this nice and tight down there. So we're gonna start with our handy-dandy needle, and we're gonna start going. I'm not sure if you need to go this way or this way. We're just gonna go with it. So just see, I told you I wasn't perfect, but we're gonna work with it and see what happens. So under and over. Alright, and then once you finally do that, you're going to pull that bad boy through. And see how it's two pieces of yarn coming through at the same time. And then once you get to the end, you are going to leave a good little tail wad over here. And then you're going to take your little comb that you got, this bad boy here, and you're going to go boop, 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 all the way down to that piece of paper or cardboard, whatever you got. And then you're going to turn right back around and do the same thing. So you can see we're going over this one. Now we're going to go under, just like this. And pull through. And I read where if you make this like loop, like this, like a little hump, a mountain, a hill, or I can't remember what she called it, a bubble. She called it a bubble. If you make that, that will help your piece from like waving in. So once you get right about there, you just take your little comb bob and you push down, and that will help that side on the end there not be too tight and pull inward. And I might need to tighten it just a little bit, or maybe right about there, give it a little bit more tension. So just like that. And repeat once more. Woo!
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distraction.
To do that, I'm just going to cut off a little bit of length over here. And we're going to move on to some tassels. So I'm going to take this yarn here that is the more bulky yarn, and I'm just going to cut, let's see here. It's kind of like a lark's head knot in macrame, but totally not. And so I'm just going to cut a little bit of length off, probably about like this much is how long I want it to be. Not as long as the piece, but kinda, so maybe about right here. I don't know how many inches that is. That's how long it is. And we're just going to fold that over double. And so it's going to be about this long. And then we're going to cut it. Cut 24 of these bad boys because we were going to make 2 rows. Once you have yours cut, what you're going to do is you are going to pick one apart, fold it in half so it looks kind of like this. Both ends are together. And you are going to come up here to the top, and we are going to take it on this outer one right here. And you're going to go underneath, just like that. Can you see? Underneath, just like that, and pull through. Alright. Alright, now to the rope right beside it, you're going to go underneath, just like that, and through that same hole, just like that. Make sure that they are the same length once you get them through. Just kind of adjust it as you need to. I'm going to pull up just to give it a little bit of tightness. And then we're going to pull down. And voila! You're going to do that on every single one. Underneath this little guy and through. So basically you're just wrapping it around one of them. Like that, and doing this in the viewfinder, it is so hard. Just like that, and then we're going to go over this one here. I'm so sorry about my fingers. They're dry and I've been biting them. Alright, and then once you've got it looking like that, that's what it should look like. And you just pull that guy down. Okay, so once you have completed both of those rows, we are going to go back in with our needle and our white thread and pretty much do the same thing. So here we go. Just kind of weave them in and out. I'm going to take my ribbon that I've got here and do the same thing. So I'm just going to loop him in. And we are going to see what happens. So doing the same thing. And I kind of want to make him bunch up a little bit. So I am going to see if we can make it a little bit of texture in there. Okay, so I essentially did it the same way going as far as the loom goes, and I just kind of picked at it as I went and then brushed it down with the comb. So it doesn't look perfect, but I'm actually really happy with it. So now I'm going to go ahead and go in with my really, really fluffy stuff. And we are essentially going to do the same thing. And I don't know how big I'm going to make it look, but we are just going to make it work.
I set out on a road that I built with my own two hands. I met friends on the way, people chosen to make a stand.
Okay, I'm absolutely loving this. This is coming out too cute. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to kind of take my little comb thing here. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oop, there he is. I've started bleeding, so sorry if you see that. All right, I'm just going to comb him. I'm going to comb him down. And we are going to go in with the needle and that white that we did earlier. So this right here, and we're going to make that same row. Even though you won't be able to see it, we're gonna have to make several rows of that. We want the back, of it to look good. Like you don't want any gaps or anything. This is what the back is currently looking like. Here's this little bitty row. Here is the tassels. Here is this next row, which we're gonna be doing up here. Here's the ribbon. Here's this one, and here we go again. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm loving how this is coming out. So I'm going to go back in with that ribbon there, and we are just going to do the same exact thing. So just keep going, and we're just going to make one more row of ribbon. So 1, 2. So we're going to do 1, 2. So one this way and one going back of ribbon, and we're going to do the same with this right here and end with that 1, 2, and then we're going to tie it off, and we will be finished. Okay, so I have flipped this bad boy around, and what we are going to do now is we have got to tie off those ends. And I don't know if I did it perfect. I don't even know if I did it right. I've just done it how I can try to do it. So what you're going to do, so I'm going to do this one right here, and this I did for every single one of them. This will just be the easiest one to show you. So what I have done, I've taken my little pick here, and I go underneath the ones that are showing. And so like this one, just like that. And you can keep going or you can stop, whatever you want to do. I'll just stop right there, and I'm going to push him through. And then I'm going to take this little white strand here and push it through the needle. The eye of the needle, whatever you call this thing. Push it through that thing right there, and then I'm going to wiggle him through just like that, and then I am going to trim it, and he is good to go. And you are going to do that for literally the big fluffy one, this one right here, and to do that one there, same thing. You're just going to kind of wiggle underneath here. I'm going to go through those same ones. Alright, and go through, and you just feed him through there, and then wiggle him through, and then you're gonna snip snip. Okay, now we're gonna tie it off on the bottom here, so I'm just gonna remove this little piece of paper that we did, and I am gonna pick up from the corner here, And we're going to tie like a little loop-de-loop and knot him off. So you have to be very careful not to mess your piece up when you do this. And just kind of push him close to the bottom there, just like that. And do that all the way across. And then did the same exact thing up top, and you are ready to go. Just did the same thing up top, tied them in little loop-de-loops, stuck this through it, and she is ready to go. And I am so excited. This is seriously awesome. This is like really, really fluffy and taking up a lot of space on the piece, but I mean, you know, it's okay. It's cute. I like it. Okay, you guys, so that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I think I'm going to do some more. Maybe not obviously this exact style. There's so many different things you can do with this. I really want to learn. I have been Googling and researching like the history of it, like how they used to do it, and it's like so intriguing to me. So I'm practicing. Remember, this is only my second piece, so I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet, but I'm going to figure it out. Sucker took me quite some time, and I realized looking at it now what I have done wrong on it, but I've learned. I really like the pattern that I did with it. I just wish I would have known what I was doing a little bit better. So this is what this guy looks like. Oh, I love him. He's so cute. I'm going to remake him, I think, but like in a little bit better fashion once I get a little bit better. So if you want to see a tutorial on him, let me know. And yep, I hope you enjoyed the video and hope you have a great rest of your day, and God bless. My hair looks so dark. Do y'all like it like this? Do you like it dark like this? Or do you like the blonde? See, I don't know. I'm conflicted. Dee says blonde. I've always been blonde. I like blonde. I don't really feel myself dark, but I really like it. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think.